So you're listening back to some tracks that you produced a couple of months ago. And when you listen to them, you're thinking, wow, this is really not that good. This kind of sucks. There's a lot of things that I should be doing better. And you might feel a little demotivated by that you're listening back to some stuff that you might have been pouring your heart and soul into, and it's not really blowing you away. I'm going to explain to you in this video why that's not only not bad, if you can follow that double negative, but it's absolutely great. It's a really great sign for you and your career moving forward, okay? You probably don't think about this, but then the fact is always there that you cannot improve in anything, especially in your music production, unless you can hear the weaknesses, unless you can see the points where you can improve them. A lot of producers feel that there's nothing really they can improve upon. They feel like, well, their tracks are already great. They can already picture them getting placed in TV shows, movies, and commercials, so they don't really think they need to go anywhere with it. Well, you guys know there's only one place to go from there, and that's downhill. You're not going to be progressing. You're not going to be challenging yourself. You're not going to be trying to go outside of the box, outside of your comfort zone to learn a new skill, a musical instrument, a musical technique, whatever it is, mixing or mastering skills, all that kind of stuff, right? So if you're listening back to your music, and it could be stuff that you did last month or last year, and you start going, you get the cringe moment where you're like, oof, this is just not that good. I can't believe I hit print on that and bounced that down and even sent it to somebody. Trust me, I have definitely felt that way. My previous work, some of the music that I first got started in this business is so bad. It's so terrible for me, for my current standards. Now, if you went back and asked me 10 years ago, I would have told you this is great. I'm awesome. I was so delusional. I thought that my music should have been getting shopped to the pop artists of the time, and it should have been on the radio all over the place. I mean, now when I listen to it, I'm like, thank God I didn't get too aggressively, I didn't get into that shopping period where I was really sending that music out to too many people, because wow, really not good stuff. Now, at the time though, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't notice it, right? As the years went on and as I kept producing music, started noticing my new stuff is a lot better than that old stuff. Wow, that old stuff is terrible. So the ability for you to be able to look back on your old music, even more recently, I mean, actually, the more recent you can do this, the better it's a sign for you. The reason being is because if you can listen to stuff you just did and you're not happy with it, that's a very clear and proven sign that your ears are evolving, that you're getting stronger, that you're getting better, that you're upping your standards for yourself as a producer, as a mixing and mastering engineer. Yes, we are the one-stop shop in the TV film licensing business. So if you're now listening to your own music and you can see the weaknesses clearly and you can hear those weaknesses clearly and you know exactly what you did wrong, you know exactly what you need to improve upon, even if you don't know exactly, you just recognize that you could have done better, that there's something more that you could have given to that particular track or an album that you put together. Try not to be very discouraged by that. I know in the beginning it's a bittersweet moment where you feel, damn, that sucks. I poured all this time into this album or into this track and I don't really like it. That can sting and that can feel like a big waste of time. I'm trying to beg and plead with you in this video to just realize that's not a waste of time. In fact, it's the exact opposite of a waste of time. What you have done is given yourself a real world education and a training in your craft, which is be able to produce high quality licensable music, okay? And by doing it, by even putting in the work, you trained yourself, you trained your ears, you trained your fingers, you learned how to use all the plugins and all the samples and all the mixing techniques that you've been learning. You've been teaching yourself your own system for how to produce music. And now that you've been doing it for a good amount of time, you're starting to see where your mistakes were. And you're going to be now moving forward able to steer away from those, right? You're not going to make the same mistakes the next time you get into the studio and start producing new music, right? This is how we progress and this is how we get better as producers, especially in this business. There's really no shortcut or substitute for it. That's why I say in almost all of my videos, don't get lost in tutorial land where you're just watching tutorial after tutorial and watching other people work and thinking that you're just going to absorb all that stuff through osmosis and then become a better producer. There's really no substitute or shortcut for just getting into your studio and making music on a consistent basis, daily if you can. If not, think of it as like a gym membership, 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, okay? You should be serious about your schedule with your DAW and with your studio and should be getting into your programs as often as you possibly can. And when you start noticing your own tracks, how they are weak and how you could do better, just be assured that that means you are on the right track, right? That's not a sign that you're going. I think a lot of people mistake it. They think they're going in the wrong direction. Oh, my tracks are terrible. I'm doing something wrong. The fact that you even notice it is a great sign. That means your ears are quickly evolving and it's pushing you in the right direction. So I wanted to give you guys that encouragement and to know that it's a really good sign for you. Don't get discouraged too much. Yes, it stings a bit. And even for me, when I hear it, I'm like, it's embarrassing. I mean, what are you going to do about it? It is embarrassing. But you got to see the bigger picture. Okay, this is a part of your journey. This is a part of your path to succeeding. And not everybody is born with, I don't think anybody's really born with A-level talent. They all develop it. We all have to develop that talent. We all have to develop those skills to get to the point where our tracks are where we really want to be and where we can feel confident that we are professional music producers. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed.